Hi everyone, Adrian here, mortgage broker based in Sydney. This is part 5 and part 6 of our investment property journey, showing you all 8 investment properties that we purchased, going into the nitty gritty on each one, talking about why we went there, what the process was, what the rent was like, what the overall return looked like, and make sure that you're aware of what we went through when we did each of the property purchases. So we want to add as much value as we can to the investment property buyers out there. And then if you like the content and you like the approach that we've taken, we've built up an investment property portfolio where we're replacing our income and giving ourselves more options in life. You know, we have the option to work, we have the option not to work, and right now we're building 5 granny flats on the back of our properties, getting our rent up to about 320, 330 grand, and we would have the asset base and the rental income right now to retire early if we wanted to, well and truly before age 40. A lot of people can't really say that in the Australian market post 2018 when the lending rules have changed. You know, all great things have happened with a lot of other people, but you know, a lot of these large portfolios that people have built and show to the public and say that you can replicate their strategy. A lot of them, built their portfolio pre 2018 when it was a property game, when right now it's a lending game, it's a finance game. So we're just very open and honest about that. So this is property 5 and 6. So again, we're in the Brisbane market. We're starting to get a little bit concerned on land tax, okay, because we've got so many properties in the Queensland space. But at the same time, we just keep on finding great deals. So we do put quite a big focus on just getting the properties under and sorting things out later. And we also knew that there was a time clock with rates going up. So really the goal was to be very deal focused. Okay, so even though our overall goal was house and granny flats, at this stage we were like, can we make equity growth? Are we buying under market value? What's the rental yield? What can we get it to? And if the numbers work like property number 4, we just say yes. Okay, as long as that adds to our overall plan. And that's exactly what happened here. So what happened here was my buyer's agent was looking at 2 properties for that week that we liked and started thinking about negotiating on the Wednesday, the Thursday and the Friday. And then these properties came on. I saw the video that my buyer's agent did and he didn't think that this was a property that I liked, but within 5 minutes of me seeing his video on Facebook, I said I wanted it. It was very easy and clear to see. So again, it's a 2-bedroom unit, 1 bath, 1 car, and we're getting 2 units in one deal, and they are on separate titles. Okay, it's a strata building with less than 3.5 grand total strata per year per unit, which is very low. You always want to be buying in, and also the total square meters of the block, there's only 12 units and there's over 1,600 square meters of land. So per unit you're getting quite a lot of land value, which we like as well. And it's not in these high density blocks, which we like as well. One of the units could do with about 15k worth of reno, and the other unit is completely fine. Okay, so what's the deal at the start? So one, the rents are really low, which is why we're able to get such a good deal. 210 and 220 a week, which is so low it's not funny. And we're looking in the south of the top part of Logan, in the south of Brisbane. This is where this is. Okay, so this is what happened. So the properties came on. I said I wanted them, so we knew we had the equity and we had the deposits ready and the borrowing power, so we were ready to go. So that's what we did. So we saw the properties and they were being marketed at anywhere between the 170 and the 180 mark. Okay, but it had been listed for a while, so it was listed on market, but the rents were so low that a lot of people walked away from the deal. All right, but as long as we negotiated well, I knew that there was money to be made on these. Okay, so I told the buyer's agent, I just said, you've got to get these as low as possible, keep on using the rent as a reason, because I knew that the rents could get to 280 to 290 a week very easily. And right now we're pushing rents upwards of 310 to 320 a week, which is over a 10% yield on cost. Okay, and most of the time I work off yield on debt after a 20% deposit, so that tells you how high the rents are. All right, so 170 to 180, and the agent knew that one, they weren't freehold, so you couldn't just move in. They had leases, and the leases were extremely low. Okay, and we knew that if we came in over the 12 months, we'd have to remedy that. So we managed to get, or the buyer's agent managed to get it down, and we got it for 161 and 162 and a half. Okay, and right now, one of the units could sell for anywhere between 230 to 250, and the other unit, which is priced a little bit lower, maybe 220 to 230. Okay, right after we bought it, we knew that once we fixed the rents, the price was anywhere around, say, the 205 to the 210 mark. So we're making 60 grand pretty much a pop in equity, and we're sitting on what we knew was going to be upwards of a 10% rental return, less strata. Okay, so it's a no-brainer. You've got to be taking these kind of deals, and yeah, that's exactly what we did. All right, and a lot of people lose money with units. This is a way where you're just never going to lose money, and it's very similar to what a lot of the townhouses used to be at the top of Logan in the south of Brisbane. Some of them you were getting between 160 to 180. Now you can't get anything under about, say, 230 to 250, even for the small two-better townhouses. And there was even a time that they were going for 150 plus for quite a long period of time, and people were avoiding these assets where the disparity is there between the price of that and the houses in the area. It just doesn't make sense, and if you know that you can adjust the rent so high, it just makes the overall deal. So these were the two cheapies that we bought, and yeah, looking back, one of the best decisions that we've made. And the rates kept on going up, so we're not printing money right now on these, but long term we'll be doing very well with these, and we've made quite a lot of equity, which it was almost instant on these deals. So it's just a way that you can roll that equity into something else, which is exactly what we did. All right, so hopefully this adds you a lot of value. Hopefully it tells you, what we were looking at, South Brisbane, we were looking at, the West in Ipswich, we were looking for house and grannies. And then, obviously we saw this deal, we liked the metrics, and that, we chased the buyer's agent for this one compared to anything else. And it just shows that a lot of the time it's not really what you want. It's what the bank wants to get you onto your next deal. And if you're making a whole lot of money as you go in, why wouldn't you take the deal? So leave us a subscribe, a like, and a comment if you like this kind of thing. What we're hoping for is that you go through all of the series, you keep on going, keeps on adding value, keeps on talking about mindset, what we've gone through. And then at the end, if you want to replicate this kind of strategy, book an appointment with us, and that we can go through this strategy with you, connect you with the right professionals, and start you on a plan to income replacement, which is exactly where we're at as soon as the granny flats get built on these properties. Okay, so the other thing is, before we go, was the renters. So the management. Have we had any issues? It's in a rougher area. No graffiti, no issues. One of our guys in the units is actually like the protector of the whole block. He likes to keep things orderly. He likes the gardens looking nice, which is great. And he doesn't like people, vagrancy or things like that. He makes people walk on. So we're really happy to keep him long term. And yeah, the rental increases, yeah, they didn't like that, but they knew that they were on a really good wicket long term, and they knew that most of the time when we were posting rental increases, we were on the lower end of the market on what was showing, and a lot of the time there was less than 2 or 3 listings for 2 better units in the whole suburb, which they knew that there wasn't a whole lot. So, we had a bit of that. What on the unit that was a little bit more on the cheaper side, we did have, I think it was about $500 to $600 worth of upgrades, a mirror, a couple of door handles, a new door. That was about it. Other than that, it's been really good asset, and we've got the rental yield, and we've made the equity uplift on it, and we're really happy with the choice on this one. All right, so we'll see you on the next video. All right then, bye.